Hello, welcome to Lit Bricks. My name is Mike, and today we are going to be lighting up the Guardian Dragon. This set just came out, I think, August, or at the end of, or in July. I don't know, somewhere in the past month or two. This thing come out, and I wasn't sure how I felt about it until I saw it in the store at my local Bricks and Minifig store, and I thought it looks awesome, and it would be cool in the front of my display, kind of where Heavenly Realms is at. I know I've been calling it Heavenly Gates. I don't know why. Either way, part of the Ninjago series, so it goes with it, and it looks awesome because I had it just sitting there a minute ago, but I need to light it up. So I got Light My Bricks DIY light kit specifically for this Guardian Dragon. So it doesn't come with a box or anything. It just comes with specific lights that you use to light this. The DIY instructions are kind of like the Palace Cinema and the Brick Bank instructions for the other DIY for modulars kits that I previously had filmed for Light My Bricks. So again, you have to watch a video to put the lights on this thing, and that's what I'm going to do. So it might be a little bit different the way that I show you what I've done because I'm doing it from a video, which is fine. But I may or may not choose to run wires differently. We'll see. So there's no reason for me to take you through this set. It is what it is. It's a giant dragon. It's awesome. But I'll show you where I put the lights and kind of where the wires are ran. But I'm going to try to make these videos a little shorter. I don't know. Half an hour seems to be way too long. Nobody wants to watch a half an hour worth of lighting. Or at least a lot of people don't. So it is what it is. So I'm going to try to make these shorter, and we'll get started. First light in is a large, warm, that makes no sense, cool white light. Right there, these blue pieces were provided by Light My Bricks. They came in a transparent brick pack, which is all of these, which I'm assuming I'm going to have a bunch of these left over to use for other stuff, and these are perfect for ceiling lights, small ceiling lights, if you don't want to put a whole meteor light there. So it'll be cool to have these, and actually, you can see this little notch probably better than ever because it's on a white piece. See that notch? There it is. Perfect for wires. And I got these, the pack came with 4 cool giant lights. So I think 2 of these are probably going to be for spotlighting as well. And I don't know what the last one's for. I'm fairly certain. But we got to take all this apart to run the wire underneath. Okay, now from the spotlight pack, which they give you a spotlight pack with this DIY kit, I'm going to make 2 spotlights. Just like this one, which I probably have this on upside down. Either way, they'll look like this, and they're going to go on the bottom here and shine up at the dragon. Here's our 2 spotlights, and the cables run underneath the gray plates on the bottom of the set. So these 2 will be shining up at the dragon itself, which ought to look pretty good. Next, we are lighting up the lanterns that are in the tree. Got our 2 cool white large lights in the lanterns now. They provided, well, the black stud came with the transparent pieces pack, and the light is in the bottom of those. And here's our belt wrapped around the tree, which is going to look, as soon as I can plug it in, I can neaten it up, so that'll look better than that. But those are done. On to the next. Everything is plugged into this 6-port dock that came with the spotlight pack. And it looks very clean back here, I gotta say. And I'm going to plug in a belt, just to see if it all works. So I'll let you know. Alright, we took off a few pieces and we added a warm white flicker to the chest piece with an extra orange nub to put the wire or put the light underneath, and then the wire is just ran out the back here. Pretty simple. Again, I'm making these videos shorter, so you don't need to see how I do it. If you buy the light kit, you'll follow the instructions. My job is just to show you what entails in lighting this thing when you buy it. So this is what you're going to have to look out for, and this is what you're going to have to do. Next up, 2 green spotlights that are going to spotlight the wings. Here's the other one. Now we put the last cool white large bit light in her hand. This ought to look pretty cool. Ought to cast a neat light. And we'll see what it looks like when we're done. Okay, so we got a we got a flicker light in the top of this cool headpiece here. And the wire is just ran down the back of the neck underneath the bricks. And this is our last light, so I'm going to tidy this up. I got a 6-port dock I got to add, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, there's everything tidied up, and that 6-port dock, you just wrapped it around and stuck it on these 2 studs that Light My Bricks provided, and these are actually going to be underneath the wings, so you're not going to see any of this stuff, which is awesome. Okay, so we are done, and Light My Bricks, this was the last piece of the puzzle. And that explains why this is 60 centimeters, because I thought that was strange, but they actually added the USB to flux piece or thing with this. So this came with another set. I don't know, you don't normally see this, but I won't use this. Luckily for me, I actually have some extra belts laying around that I can hook to power because I need to run it to other sets. So this is what they use for power. If you're running it by itself, works great, but if you're running it to a million other sets, it can be a hindrance. But that was the final piece, but I'm not going to use it. So let me hook this up and let's see what it looks like. All right, let's see what this thing looks like. Alexa, turn off ceiling lights.
Okay.
Sweet. That looks pretty awesome. That does look pretty awesome. Got some spotlighting going on. I like the green behind the wings, but I may move these out a little bit. There we go. Perfect. We got a flicker light up here. We got a flicker light in her chest. These are lit up. The lanterns are lit up. That's cool. One of the lights turned. I might have to fix that. I mean, it still looks okay. Awesome. Looks pretty good. This is a cool set. I really, really like it. And it does look epic in my city. So let's get it where it's supposed to be and check it out with the rest of the stuff. All right, there it is, back where I've placed it before. And let's see what it looks like. Alexa, turn off ceiling lights. Alexa, turn on basement lights. Of course, I forgot about the one light. Alexa, turn off ceiling lights. Hilarious. Oh, cool. There it is. Looks pretty awesome. I gotta say, luckily there's enough power running to it. I was worried. The stuff at the far end of this table is, I have bigger, thicker cables running it to the wall plugs in hopes that I can keep the power. Because this and that, and I think Matador, or no, maybe Apocalypse Burgle, all hooked up together. So I was concerned, but this looks great. Awesome. One more thing lit up in my city. And it does look awesome, I gotta say. Pretty cool. Guardian Dragon, garden all over my city. That doesn't make any sense. So let's wrap up this video. That looks epic. Well, I hope you enjoyed this latest episode of Lit Bricks. This thing is epic, I gotta say. Face tracking's on, and I always forget about that. Either way, hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, that'd be great. Subscribe, I would appreciate it. And until next time, folks, have a wonderful day.